People talk about haunted houses like they are loud, slamming doors, screaming ghosts, flickering lights. But that's not how it happens. Not really. Sometimes the scariest places are the ones that make you question whether anything is wrong at all. That's the kind of place my mother and I moved into after the divorce. A one-bedroom apartment in a decaying building on the industrial side of town. Faded yellow paint, cracked tiles, a broken elevator that hadn't worked in years. The whole place felt like it had been abandoned by time. At first, it was just boring. Quiet. I had my routines. Headphones in, homework, instant noodles for dinner, sleep. My mom worked the night shift at the hospital, so I had the place to myself. I liked the silence. It gave me space to think. That silence, it didn't stay peaceful for long. It started with something simple, a whisper. I was lying in bed one night, scrolling through messages, when I thought I heard someone call my name, faint, distant, like it was coming from the hallway. I paused, listened. Nothing. I convinced myself it was my imagination. Thin walls, maybe someone in the apartment next door. I went back to my screen, but the next night it was there again, louder, closer. And this time I could tell it wasn't coming from the hallway. It was coming from inside my bedroom wall. At first I tried to explain it away. Maybe there were air vents I hadn't noticed, or plumbing, or maybe I was going crazy. Then it said something else, not just my name, a full sentence. Soft, almost amused. I've been here longer than you. That night I didn't sleep. I sat up in bed with the lights on until the sky turned gray. The apartment was cold in the mornings, colder than it should have been. I kept telling myself I was just stressed. The divorce, the move, being alone. Maybe it was just manifesting as noise. But the whispers kept coming. Not every night, but often enough that I began to dread bedtime. Sometimes it would say things I didn't understand. Sometimes it asked questions. Do you remember the fire? Why did your father leave? You looked just like her. I never responded. I was too afraid. I started spending my evenings in the living room, pretending the bedroom didn't exist. But that didn't stop it. One night, while I was brushing my teeth, the whisper came again. But this time, not from the wall. It came from the mirror. Just one word. Closer. I dropped the toothbrush, heart racing, foam dripping down my chin. I didn't sleep at all that night. I sat on the couch with the lights on, gripping a kitchen knife I didn't know how to use. The silence that followed felt worse than the whispers, like something had taken a step forward, waiting for me to look away. The next night, I decided I'd had enough. I stood in my bedroom and shouted at the wall. "What do you want from me?" I screamed. Silence. No whisper. No reply. I thought I'd won. Then I found the writing. Tiny scratches on the inside of my closet door, carved into the wood so faintly they were almost invisible. I ran my fingers over them, heart pounding. It wasn't a message. Not at first. It was a timeline. Dozens of dates, every few years, going back decades. And next to each one, a name. At the bottom of the list, there was a blank space, but someone had already started carving my name. That was the moment I stopped trying to explain it away. I packed a bag, left a note for my mom, and went to stay with a friend across town. I didn't sleep for days, and when I did, I dreamed of that wall. The voices, the faces, the names. Eventually, we moved. My mom never fully believed me, but she didn't ask questions. Maybe she saw it in my face. The way I couldn't go near mirrors anymore. The way I flinched at drywall. Years have passed since then. I'm in college now. New city, new apartment. My walls are clean. My nights are quiet. Not a whisper, just breathing. Close, steady, right behind the wall, waiting.